Hi guys, so this is my first video for my new YouTube channel, Guppy's Bugs. I'm the Guppy, also known as Ben, and behind me is my rack that I got going on with all my inverts and stuff on there. I'm interested in mainly sort of invertebrates and also reptiles as well. I only have one reptile at the moment, everything else is all spiders and other invertebrates. So I thought I'd just say quick hello and we'll go through the whole collection, show you what I've got to start with, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so here's a better view of the gives us a better view of the rack. So I've got so on top there we've got two scorpions, one of my spiders, giant African millipedes. This row is all spiders, all tarantulas at the moment. Then we've just got some crickets, different sizes, bean weevils. Crickets that I seem to be really good at, and they seem to last forever for me. Haven't had any die. I seem to be really good at raising crickets. Some stick and stick eggs there. So mealworm colony, dibia roaches, just some equipment. Down here is my hissing cockroach colony, which is doing really well. I'm really happy with that. Tons of babies in there at the moment. And here I've got my fish tank. Just a few bits and pieces in there, some guppies, and obviously the obligatory snails that appear from nowhere. Also got some little baby fish in there and some koi catfish. We'll get a better view of them later. That's pretty much everything apart from the two things I've got in the other room, which I'll show you in a bit. But we'll go through everything, show you what I've got. Okay, so first up we have my flat rock scorpion that I'm yet to look up the scientific name for. Keep meaning to do it and doing it. Called Snips. Have no idea if it's male or female. She's a couple of inches long, probably pushing 3 inches now. It's a fair size. She does have a broken claw though. That's as I got her like that, unfortunately. So hopefully when she does molt, if she does molt, that'll grow back. But she feeds well. She's really skittish, really calm. Kind of just sits there, does her own thing. Let's see, water dish, basic setup there. Keep it quite dry. What I want to do is I want to get her a proper setup with some proper rocks and stuff like that once I can afford to, but I do try and keep it dry. So I am aware that I do want some rocks, but I've kept the cork bark nice and low for it. So that is my flat rock scorpion, Snips. Okay, next up we have my other scorpion, which is a Asian forest scorpion, which is a H. spinifer. Unfortunately, hiding away in there. Usually you can see the little claws poking out. I don't know if you can see anything that way. I'll either see something if we go on the side, so we can see anything in there. I think we can just about see it hiding there. Again, not sure if this is male or female. I have no idea how to sex scorpions. But yeah, and this one's called Snaps. So I've got Snip and Snap. Not very original names, I know, but still. Feeds really well for me. Really good eater. Really active at some point, just until I go and move the enclosure and then she disappears. Or he disappears, I should say. Right, so that's that one. Next up we have my pet hole, which is the Colombian giant red leg. The scientific name I've got written down is Megaphaema robustum. Don't really see much of this one. I've only got it recently. It's a fair size, it's a few inches across. We usually should burrow down the side here, so we might be able to just see in the side there. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. But yeah, hiding there. I don't think this substrate enclosure is deep enough for it. I'm not 100% sure. Obviously, if any of you guys know, let us know. And I can obviously get that sorted. I do have some deeper containers if I need to. Okay, so that's that one. Okay, next up we've got my giant African millipedes. That's the Latin name. I have no idea how to pronounce that. But they're called Lincoln Zelda. I've been sure that they were a breeding pair, but I'm not 100% sure myself. But they are usually, the fig needs changing in a bit. I'll have to do that shortly. But they're usually under here. Let's have a look, see if we can find them. There they are. There we go. There's those two. They're great things. Great little pets. They're great to hold as well. It feels like Velcro walking over your skin. Pretty cool. So there's those two. Hopefully one day I'll get some babies. So that's those ones. Okay, next up we've got my best girl. She's a Leopard Gecko, I think that's how to pronounce it. Salmon pink bird eating spider. This one's called Princess Peach. And she's my best girl. She literally just molted last night, and she looks freaking amazing at the moment. Absolutely love the colours. So yeah, so that's her. Obviously, once you settle down a bit and that, she's going to get moved into bigger enclosure. She's pretty happy in there, but I want to put this thing a little bit bigger as she grows. Oh, just turn around and say hello. She's so beautiful. Absolutely love this spider. Anyway, so that's Peach. Oh, we should go and go for a drink. Yeah, who says tarantulas don't drink? There we go. Proof, tarantula drinking from a water bowl. Okay, so now I'm moving on to some of my smaller spiders, my slings, babies. I'm not sure what point they get from all that. So this one is a Brachypelma bohemi, which makes some fire leg. She molted a couple of days ago for me. Absolutely beautiful little spider. Just sits up on the top there, plods around. It's a cute little thing. Or him or her. Obviously, I have no clue on the sex yet. But there we go. That's that one. Okay, next up we've got my Incy Goldform. I was at Trinidad Olive. It's quite sketchy, this one, so we'll see if we can be really careful. Get a look at. There we go. Look at you. Again, this one molted not that long ago as well. I love the heavy webbing in this one and that. Again, this will obviously going to need a bigger enclosure in not too distant future. But absolutely love the webbing on that, so I want a bigger enclosure just to make the most of it. Oh yeah, and I use the little tattoo ink pots for water. Literally just means that I always know that there is water in there. Because if therefore there's water in there, well, we're just spraying it down once in a while. So that's that one. Okay, next up we've got my P Metallica, the Guti Sapphire. This one is really skittish, so I will not be opening the thing on this. Try and show you guys. Let's see if we can get a look at them. Don't know, can we see them in there? We're hiding away. Can't tell myself. It's hidden away somewhere. Oh, it's right down at the bottom there. I have no idea if you guys are going to be able to see that or not because of the glare. But it is in there. We'll try and get some better footage of that next time. But yeah, that's my so far. Really looking forward to this one growing up. Should be amazing colours on these things. Okay, next up, this is the Costa Rican Tigerrump. Is it Davus Pentaloris? So they're trying to get off. It's quite a skittish spider, so be very careful. You can get a good look at them. Absolutely love the colouring on this with the tiger pattern on the back. Really looking forward to this one maturing up. Bit male or female, doesn't too bother to me. I'm not really looking to breed at the moment. Also, I'm still very much a beginner. But yeah, look at that one. Absolutely fantastic. Even at this size, she's probably what? No bigger than a centimetre, a centimetre and a half maybe. Teeny tiny. Okay, so this next one is another one of the Brachypelma species, Brachypelma amenia, Mexican redleg. So it's just slightly different species than everyone. This one is all hidden away under there. I don't know if you can get a good look. If we look at the side here, I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's try turning around and get some light in there. Can we see in there at all? I don't think we can. No, but yeah, Brachypelma amenia. Okay, next up, so this is the Orpheus Species blue quasar. Was it blue quasar earth tiger? Again, another sling. Create a nice little burrow there, all hidden away. Just call it a spider in that. It's nice to have a good mix of spiders, different like arboreal, terrestrial, fossorial. Yep, so that is that one there. Okay, next up is one of the dwarf species. You're probably not going to see this one. Cochiana brunipes. So it's the Brazilian dwarf pink leg. It is in there somewhere. It's teeny tiny. Super teeny tiny. It's molted once and it was the smallest molt I've ever seen in my life. It was so cool. So that is that at the moment. Again, this is the only one that hasn't got one of those tattoo pots in it because it's just too small to put one in. Okay, next up, another little tiny spider. There is a reason why I put it in such a big enclosure, because this is the infamous but really cool looking OBT. This baby. I can't remember I think I've got it written down somewhere on the side. what the Latin name is. There we go. Tete Starburst ABT. So I put it in quite a big enclosure to start with plenty of substrate. Literally, where is it? There it is. There it is. Literally, so I don't have to rehouse it for a while, because these things are well known for being quite defensive. Obviously, this size is not really that much of an issue. It means I can leave it in here for a long time and let it do its thing. They just said that they do like to burrow, but I've not had mine burrow yet. Obviously, got plenty of height there as well for it as well to keep going. So yeah, ABT. Okay, in here somewhere is a curly hair, which is, there you go, Brachypelma. I can't even pronounce that. I'm not going to try. Hiding away somewhere in one of that. It kind of uses all 4 burrows. This one, it's kind of made a really cool, it's kind of built up the side, which I thought was quite cool. A bit of interior design. So yeah, so it is in there somewhere. Again, that's quite a small one. So there's that one. Okay, here's the enclosure for another one that it's fast becoming one of my favourites. Unfortunately, it bolted, but this is the M. Belfort, which is the Scotch Island blue baboon. It's crazy how they set up their enclosures. It's got like 3, it's got like entrance at the back there, one at the front, one on the side. Unfortunately, as soon as I moved the enclosure, it bolted back into its hole. It's in there. Its fair size has probably come up to about just under an inch now. So looking forward to this one growing up as well. But yeah, seems very happy in there. Okay, so that was the last of the spiders. Next up, we've got some jungle nymph eggs. I'm really looking forward to these to hatch. Apparently, take a long time. So I've got them in damp vermiculite. Keep them with everything else. Obviously, it keeps a reasonably good temperature and high humidity. Just in one of the old cricket feeder insert boxes. So I'm really looking forward to them hatching, because these things get huge. Okay, next up we've got the hissing cockroaches, Madagascan hissing cockroaches, which is the I can't even pronounce that. Graphiodina portentosa. My pronunciation is terrible. I do apologise. There's some juveniles there. There you go, running around like, oh no! There's usually, let's have a look, so there's any other tons of babies on these little pots somewhere. Let's have a look at the other ones, see if they're in there. There we go, there's some little babies. Little baby roaches. They're so cool. There's tons of them in here. I started with just a few mature adults. Let's see if we can find any. Oh, there's a bit of a cockroach butt there. Yeah, they're doing really well, these guys. Absolutely amazing how well they're breeding and doing their thing. So yeah, so I had to move them to a bigger setup, and also I just want to give them more space. So yeah, try and get this nice and damp for them. But they seem to enjoy it. Do have springtails in here as well, to help clean up, just to make it a bit easier. Bit orange. Yeah, I got a good mixture of food in there. There's like cat biscuits, so much like bug food, obviously water gel, bit of orange there they're eating, and then a little gel jelly fruit pots as well, which they seem to really like. That one was put in yesterday and it's nearly empty. So yeah, so that is the giant hissing cockroaches. We'll do another video at some point with them, get some of the adults out, get some hissing going. Okay, next up we're on to the fishies. So as I said before, I've got some guppies in there. Let's get a few from the top. It is just in a plastic tub for now. I am currently saving up to buy myself a nice aquarium. So yes, we've got some nice guppies. I've got 2 yellow and 2 red ones that all sold to me as females, but I'm pretty sure the 2 yellow ones are males. So I did buy another male, which is the silvery one there. So then bought me a bit too many males in there to the females. But there's a absolute ton of little babies in here. I don't know how well they're going to show up on camera because they're tiny. Zooming across, I might get a better look this side. Don't know if you can ever see them. But there is babies in there. Oh, there's a couple of some in there. There you go. Some little babies. A few of them. There's a few get up here, and we get a few down like swimming around this little tube thing. and at the back there with the Java mosses. I think you see a few of them swim around. There is also some, I'll say obviously snails in here because they just appear from nowhere, and there's also some panda koi catfish, but they hide away quite well. This is another reason why I want to get the glass growing, because it'll be easy to see stuff. Obviously plants seem doing okay. I had some initial die off which is still going away, but the snails are dealing with that, slowly breaking all that down. Yeah, so the idea with this is to eventually keep shrimp, to keep with the invertebrate theme. Just some cherry shrimp. I can't remember the scientific name off the top of my head at the moment, but yeah, to have a cherry shrimp. But obviously they wanted a reasonably well set up aquarium first. So big plastic tub. It's great for something that I wasn't sure if I wanted to do definitely or not, but having the fish is just really cool. Just watching them swim around and having little babies and stuff, because they breed so quickly. So that's the fishies. So now we're moving to the last two lots of specimens, and then that'll be and I'll wrap up the video. Okay, so this is the last of the invertebrates. So this is, as it says there, exo, whatever that says, Macrospector insects, or giant prickly insects. These are just nymph at the moment. I haven't had them too long. They seem to be doing okay. There's 5 in here. Should be a good deal. So we can get a good view around this side. There we go. It's one of the bigger ones. Will it focus on that? It's not going to focus on that. Come on. Anyway, so Macrospectors. Oh, there we go. There's a good view there. There you go. So looking for these guys get quite big. The females get pretty damn large. I do have this, obviously just a small enclosure for now. I've got a really big one for when they grow up, and also eventually for the jungle nymphs after that. And we've got one more person to meet, and then who's already looking at me funny, so we'll do that now. And here we have my Leopard Gecko, Selena. She's super feisty. I don't know if she's going to be in a good mood. Let's have a look. Oh, no, she's not in a good mood. She's super grumpy. I haven't had her too long. She's alright actually, wants a handler and that, but she's definitely only wants to be handled when she wants to be handled. Where are you going? Where are you going? She's absolutely beautiful. I'm told it's a bandit morph, but I don't know a lot about, well, anywhere near enough about genetics for leopard geckos, but she's just really pretty. She's doing really well. I got her on my birthday end of May, so I haven't had her that long, but she's settling nicely. The paper tissue, for those who don't know, leopard geckos, they pick a spot, and that's where they always go to the toilet. So by putting a bit of paper towel there, it means it's easy to clean out. So this is her enclosure. So she's got a warm hide here, little coconut hide in there, which she likes to cover with calcium, and then a humid hide, which is again with cricket box. It's got some sphagnum moss and some eco earth in it. I've just covered it over and I'll just keep that damp for her. But yeah, that's her. So that's the end of that. Right, so that's the end of this first introduction video. Just sort of showing what I've got. I obviously want to expand the collection as much as possible, with space and finances pending, especially the cockroaches as well. I really enjoy getting the cockroaches. I do have a dubia roach colony. I didn't show them because they're just dubia roaches in their grates, but there's so many really interesting species of cockroach that I'd like to keep, as well as the spiders. The spiders are amazing. Absolutely love the big tarantulas. I'm quite looking forward to some adults. Hopefully going to the Western Invert Show later in the month, so hopefully I'll be able to pick up some bigger juveniles, or maybe even adult them. So, anyway, I'll stop ranting. This video is getting long enough as it is, and I will catch you guys next time. See you later.